Priyanka.
Hi, I'm Priyanka.
No. This is absolutely inaccurate. I am Priyanka. You are Borat. Why are you Borat? Why?
Because you're Priyanka.
Her last name is Borkar. This is Priyanka Borkar, a very, very acclaimed hairstylist who started her film career with me. We are here today to talk about some of my most memorable looks through, the history of my movies going back about 13, 15 years. That's a really, our math is clearly not good. But we worked together for a very long time, and she worked on my hair on some of my most memorable looks that I have defined my characters, and I always try to find a very different sort of personality and a look for every character that I play, and Priyanka has been an incredible partner from the beginning. But we'll go down memory lane and talk about some of my most memorable looks. The first one being the first movie we did together, which was Pyaar Impossible. It came out in 2010, and we started working on it when?
2008.
Yeah, 2008. We shot it.
Indish.
We shot it in Bombay. We shot it in Singapore,
Bangkok
as well.
Yeah.
You want to tell the story about how this happened? Priyanka used to work at Chroma Key that time.
I was assisting Kanta then.
Yeah, you were.
And
And you used to do color.
yeah, I used to do color
And cut.
Yeah.
She used to cut hair that time. She had not been on movie sets. And
Never used a wig.
Never used a wig, and clearly this is a wig because I didn't cut my hair. And we had to figure out someone to come to, we were traveling the next day to Singapore, and we had to figure out somebody to come to set to just help me, and I thought of Kanta because I was the person that I knew, and I said, can I have someone from the salon? And she said, well, to cut this wig, because it had to be cut on my hair with my natural hair so that it blended and looked right. And this little child at that time was sent to Yashraj Studios.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to pin a wig, so we had to get a second hairstylist to put the wig on me so that she could cut my hair and make it look the way it did, which absolutely looks so seamless. It doesn't even look like this is a wig. It was just so well done. But I needed two hairstylists at that time because she didn't know how to do that.
I didn't know how to put a wig on.
And from there to this, I mean, what a beautiful transition in a career you've made, B.
But it is thanks to you. Like, you gave me that chance, that opportunity, and yeah.
And look where you are.
Now.
Look at how much we did together. We've done
Also, do you remember, now that I'm looking at you, I'm like, this was the second look of the film, you know? You
yeah,
had
the long hair.
So
Yes,
this
and down to
that
here.
was so long.
Oh God.
But
we did about, how many movies have we done together? 14 movies? We've done a lot of movies together. Let's go to the next one because I'm very excited about this one. Anjaana Anjaani.
was it? Was it fun to cut your hair off for the second one? Because in the first one you didn't agree on that.
I know, that's why we wore the wig. And then Siddharth was like, no, we should make it original and we should just cut your hair. And my hair's first of all never grown back like the way it was since I did this haircut. And we also colored it super dark.
Black.
Like black because he wanted it to be black.
Very goth.
I had real drama with this hair. Like I wasn't really sure how I felt about it, but the way you styled it, it just now in retrospect, I think it looked just so fun and really cool at that time.
Yeah, I mean, I meet so many people who actually just come up to me and like, did you do a hair in Anjaana Anjaani? Because that's my favorite look. I always wanted that haircut. And I'm like, really? Wow, that's cool.
I wish someone had told me that time. I wouldn't have gone through the trauma I did trying to make it look alright.
Yeah.
Oh God, this was so cute. Okay, Barfi, I want you to talk about this a little bit because that was a journey to find who Jhilmil was and what her hair looked like and how to maintain that hair. Was really difficult. We used a combination of a wig and my own hair. So talk about Barfi a little bit.
Barfi for us was just a beautiful experience overall. I think just filming it, watching the film, everything. But her hair was this, we weren't sure whether we wanted it long or short. And then I think we came to the conclusion that we definitely wanted short. We wanted like really almost like baby-like, really cute.
Because I was playing also like a 18,
Yeah.
18, 19, whatever, early
Very
young character.
girl,
Yeah.
very young girl who's
Just simple and innocent.
very simple. There was, we didn't want fuss. We didn't want.
And we also
long
talked
hair.
about the fact that because she was autistic, like
Correct.
to
maintain
for it to
longer
not
hair.
be, yeah, for it to be longer hair, somebody would have to do her
Do it
choti and
for
all
her,
that.
yeah.
Versus if it was just short hair, she
Yeah.
could be fine
She could
and
be
non-fuss.
herself,
Yeah.
and you know, she had this. We always used a hairband in the film for Chilmil because I think it just added a
Innocence,
innocence,
yeah,
little
so
cuteness.
cute. This is one of my favorite looks, honestly. Even till now that we've done together, it's just so beautiful,
pretty.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I remember that my mother used to have hair like this, like she used to
long
wear
hair.
a
I remember
bindi.
This was your inspiration
Yeah,
as well.
my mom
like
was
you
my
were-
inspo. The sari, the bindi, and the long
way she
choti,
wore
and
her
the
hair and
nape of her neck,
few
and
accessories
yeah.
here and there. But also, like, besides just the braided look, like, we had so much fun because we did this one song, which is Tune Maria Entria, where we did like a couple of like
oh god,
different
and
looks
amazing
with-
fun
yeah,
looks.
it was great fun. But in retrospect, again, if I feel like if we had probably like the dry shampoo
Yeah,
in the heat
it was
of
so
Calcutta,
hot, especially when the
again,
hair was open.
Yeah, it would be
have
really nice.
freshened it up in
Also
between
the
shots.
bangs, right? Because they tend to go flatter
Yeah.
if they get too oily, and like that is fun to use.
In the heat, and it just gives you that volume. Yeah, that
we
would have
missed
been.
Anomaly while we were working together.
Oh god, Mary Com. This
Do you want
was
to talk about this?
tough because obviously, like,
You're
you know,
playing a real person.
I'm playing a real person, and I look nothing like Mary, and that was the biggest challenge. And you know, obviously, in retrospect, this should have been done by a northeastern actor, but like, I was cast in the movie. I was a greedy actor, and I was like, all right, how can we look closest to
Yeah.
who she is? And we saw amazing pictures of hers.
Yeah, we saw
re-
so many images. We were like almost stalking her.
Yeah.
You know, because she has like if you
And she
see-
was so helpful. She opened up all her albums for me, and she had us look through her. She was very proud of her looks and her transition.
She had that thing in her, right?
She loves fashion
She loved
and-
using like small clips, colorful clips, rubber bands,
Yeah.
braiding her hair. I mean, of course, she's a boxer, so the hair always has to be away. So, you know, during the fights, we went with like different kinds of braids, which was interesting. And
Like double braids, single
yeah,
braids,
single
side braids.
and she had these bangs as
Yeah.
well. So while playing, we had to take them away. So then, you know, she would either put them away and
We cut the short bangs, but we also used the baby hair
yeah,
a lot.
we did.
Like over here, we use the baby hair because when you sweat while you're boxing, you know, the hair just like kind of gets stuck on your face. It's an insane picture. Bajirao Mastani. I mean, we've done many other films in the middle, but these are like some of my favorites because
top favorites in
yeah.
terms of looks.
yeah,
we would say.
because they were so different
Yeah.
and so thought through.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Bajirao because I know you and Sanjay sir really talked about it. And Sanjay sir, with us, I was very clear that we wanted to be really close to the period and we wanted to be very authentic to how, you know,
It was like 1800.
yeah, how women's hair were, and they didn't have hot tools that time. They didn't have tongs or curls or anything like that. So I think when we were doing the look test, we came up with the fact that we're not going to do that, and we'll be really authentic to the period.
And
So
also,
tell us.
I mean, your natural hair, like Priyanka's natural hair. Priyanka. Feels so weird. PeeCee's natural hair is wavy, and we.
It's
kind of-
confused. It's a little kinky, wavy.
It has its days, which we experienced also on the film. But I know that Sanjay sir and PeeCee both were very sure that we didn't want to use like any tools on this film because. I mean, of course, it didn't exist at that point, and so how best to naturally get the texture without making it look styled. But I remember, like, you know, we used to start the day, she would come with wet hair, and first thing I'll do is apply some mousse here, and then I would scrunch it, then I would clip the front out, and then
to
I'd
let the
start
curls take their shape.
natural shape, and then.
And she would do like move the curls with her hands, and it was such a tedious process. So we'd be done with makeup, and I'd be eating and whatever, and Borkar
Hair
would
is
be
still happening.
manipulating each curl and like trying to get the front of the curls right because the jewelry had to sit in. And it was just such an artistic process on your
No,
end.
It was a
And even the bun.
The khopa. So we had this very interesting bun that was happening at the back, and it's called the khopa.
And it was very true to the
Very
time
period,
at that time.
Yeah, very period.
And to that era. And
yeah,
to,
and also like the whole.
and it was very Maharashtrian.
Space. Yeah, very Maharashtrian. But like I remember, then we would start the back, and then I would come back into the front and just going on doing
Our
hair.
3.
And I remember we used to take a lot of time while getting ready for Bajirao.
2.5, 3
with
hours.
Hair, makeup, and the
We were
outfits,
still-
jewelry.
But we were still before Ranveer.
Yeah. We were before everyone.
We were still before everybody. And that is it from Priyanka and Priyanka.